We've all called somewhere and been greatly disappointed with the customer service that we have received on the phone. We know what it's like to be treated like a number or to feel like we just interrupted somebody's day. We know what it's like to be put on long holds and have to tell our story to 10 different people because we're transferred 10 different times. These experiences leave a bad taste in our mouth and they make us feel badly about the company, right? Well, do you know what your team is saying on the phone? Do you know how they're treating patients? Do you know what first impression they're making about your practice? If you're like most practices, you have no idea because you yourself are working all day to treat your patients. Here are a few shocking phone statistics that prove how important it is to pay attention to what's happening on your phones. Almost 100% of people say that poor phone skills leave a bad impression about a company. We know how hard it is to change someone's first impression, right? 85% of people won't call back if their calls aren't answered the first time they call. That means if your team is taking breaks, leaving early, or just letting calls go to voicemail because they're busy, that patient probably just Googled the next office that they can find and brought their business over there. 66% of customers switch companies because of poor service. You may be the best doctor in the world, but if your team isn't providing the best service from the first phone call to every visit, then you're losing patients every day in your practice. So if you aren't paying attention to what your team is saying on the phone, it's time to take a listen.